Well, hello everybody. What do we have here? We have pizza dough. Today, I'm trying, because still without an oven, I want deep dish pizza. I don't know about you, but there are times when it just has to be deep dish. But I still don't have an oven. It's still dead. So, we are going to try and make one in the air fryer. I found these great little 7-inch pans that fit perfectly in the air fryer. So, what I want to do is carefully try and build a deep dish in this pan. Let's get that back on camera so you guys can see it all better. I'm sort of shooting this video blind because the way the camera is, the screen is on the other side, so I can't really see it. So it kind of makes it a bit interesting. I'm sort of using the reflection of the microwave to be able to see what's going on, but even that, of course, isn't perfect. So I'd rolled out the dough before just so it'd be a little bit more forgiving when I lined the inside of our pan. I oiled it very well because the last thing we want is stickage, and I also, because the dough and stuff isn't going to take too long, I also pre-cooked some really nice sausage and peppers, and I've got a little bit of olive in there because, well, I like olives. We also have some really nice mozzarella cheese. We have more. Just a little bit of fresh grated Parmesan. And then, just to get things going, we've got some spicy Italian sausage. So because we already have some spice going, I figured why not. Plus I only had a few slices left. And it'll be a good way just to line the bottom of the pan and help to get things going. We also have some speck. Now, speck, for those of you who don't know, is a smoked prosciutto. So it's really, really good. We used it in another video recently, and it reminds me so much of a bacon, but so much better. So what we've done is we've just put a little layer of that cheese down, get it going. I have more behind me cut. Next, we're going to get some of our filling in here. And like I said, this is a spicy Italian sausage. I put some peppers in there, so we have that whole sausage and pepper vibe going. I also put a little bit of olive in here. I did for two reasons. One, I had them. Two, I actually like olives. So there was a third reason as well. I only have a few left in the jar, and this is a great way of cleaning out your fridge. Like I said, I had just a few of those pieces of spicy salami left, so we're going to use that. We have our meat in there. We're just going to give it a little press. That's going to get it into all the corners and everything. I have my air fryer preheating at 300 degrees because I know the dough is going to take a little bit of time to cook, and I want to do this slowish. I don't want to rush it. That's why I've pre-cooked everything that's in here. One thing I almost forgot is just some sauce. I'm using a sauce from one of our local shops. It's a really nice rosé. Again, it's one I've used in videos before, but if you want to make your own rosé, it's so simple. You just take a really nice tomato sauce, add a little bit of cream to it, some Parmesan, just cook it through, and you're done. So this is the spec. As you can see, it kind of looks like bacon. It smells so smoky. And we're just going to put a layer of that right on top. So we have different layers of flavors. We have different textures as well. I'm going to save some of that speck for me to nibble on because it is just so good. We're going to take I was going to take a spoon. I was going to take a regular spoon, but I don't have, so we'll go for plastic. And we're just going to put some of this sauce on. For one, it's going to create some moisture. Two, it just tastes really good. And once it starts seeping down between everything, it's going to act like a bit of a binder. Kind of like all that cheese that's in there. Just going to go a little layer. Don't need a ton. Can always have some more of this on the side to dip in, which is kind of what I was planning on doing. Next, we have to have more cheese. Get the rest of what was behind me on the cutting board still. This is a very, very impromptu video, by the way. I wasn't planning on a video. I've already put one out this week for that gorgeous breakfast wrap. But I wanted to see if this was going to work. And what a better way than to do it and share it with you. And this way, if it works, everyone knows how to do it. And this is a heavy boy. Just so you know, that's probably a good 3 to 4 pounds just because of all the sausage meat that was in there. Then you add all the cheese that we put onto that. And we still have more cheese, by the way, because we have that Parmesan we're going to sprinkle on. Like I said, this was a wedge of Parmesan that I'd bought. I just took a fine little shredder to grate that up with. I'm just going to put a little bit more sauce because why not? And now here, just beside, hidden on the camera the entire time, we have a top. And the top we're just going to put over. Stretch it out if need be. I want to be careful because with this being just an aluminum pan, I don't want to warp it too bad. So I am going to have some overhang on there. That's fine. Because what I'm doing is I'm actually using that aluminum edge to help seal this. Now, will this come apart during cooking? Yeah, I'm sure it will. Like I said, I'm not really trying anything special or crazy here. This is an attempt. If it works, great. If it doesn't, it's still going to taste really good. You can take a little knife if we want. Well, helps when your knife is sharp, eh? To just cut around the edge, make it a little bit cleaner. can already see areas where the dough is going to separate. And you know what? That's fine. I don't care. This is going to taste so good. You know, we can try and seal it up. No real reason to, but why not put a little band-aid there. We have our extra little bit of dough. Now we do need to put just a couple of holes in here for the steam to get out. Also trying to be careful not to go right to the bottom. Next and last, we're just going to take some really nice olive oil. And this is going to help, first of all, give a nice little layer of flavor. But it's also going to help with the browning. Here's the time to get your fingers in there carefully, because the dough is very thin. Carefully just brush that oil on there. If you don't want to use your fingers, use a pastry brush, but don't leave that step out. There we go. So my air fryer has been preheating now for about 10 minutes. I have it set to about 300 degrees. I'm hoping that'll be enough. So get our fryer basket. Carefully in that goes so we don't burn ourselves. And in that goes, and we'll give that about 20 minutes. We'll see how it is. So until then, stay tuned and let's see how this comes out. Well, everyone, we are back. Oh, it's been, I had it in there for 25 minutes. I really want to make sure, but this is going to be a little hot. Ooh, it's going to be very hot. It's come out. We have a nice crisp crust. Could be a bit browner, but that's also due to cooking it in the air fryer. I'm sure it's still going to taste good. What I'm doing now is I'm going to try to get it out of the container here. And it's got so much stuff in there, it's not going to support its own weight. We tried, but it's just not going to happen. So, everyone always asks, how do you eat a deep dish pizza? And the best way is, of course, with a fork and a knife. Now, I know most of the time when you get deep dish, they tell you to wait for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and it'll still be hot. Like, there's so much stuff in here that it's impossible for it not to be. And I know I'm not going to get everything. Oh, right now I'm going to be happy. There's a cheese pull. We've got some sausage and everything on there. Didn't have a lot there. But God, what I had was so good. I'm trying to cut out just a little piece. Once we're off cam, yeah, I am going to take this apart and just dig in. But we've got a little bit of everything there. We've got some of the sausage, we've got some of the speck, we've got definitely some peppers. It's impossible not to have cheese. This is so hot. I know it's a little hard to see all the steam, but trust me, this is going to hurt. There's so many flavors. The spicy Italian sausage I used, really, really good. That rosé just seeping through a little bit. More cheese balls. The sweetness of the peppers. I'm even getting the little smokiness, of some of the speck there. Even though it's been in there for 20 minutes, it's still juicy. And sausage, nothing's dried out. This is really good. Now, would this be better? Oh. Only reason I've stopped is because I'm going to hit the light otherwise. Would this be better in the oven? Yes, we'd get a nicer crust, we'd get a nicer everything. But out of an air fryer, will this do? You tell me. So, what started out as an experiment has come out as a massive success. It's also turned into my lunch. So, with that being said, we tried something. It worked. The air fryer held its own once again. Not perfectly, but enough that we get a crispy crust, still chewy. Not the same as doing it in a high temperature oven, but with the amount of stuff that we had in there, I wanted to cook it low and slow. All that cheese, so melted. The Parmesan, all that gooey mozzarella. The sausage, the two different other meats. Even the little saltiness of the few olives that are in there. Incredible. Do this, fill it however you like. Peppers, mushrooms, onions, pepperoni, whatever you like. Barbecue chicken with some bacon. Anything you like. Give it a go. It's definitely worth it. Now, before people get angry at me and say it's not a real deep dish, it's not. This is pizza pie. This is a pizza pot pie. Call it what you want. I'm calling it lunch. I'm calling it delicious. I'm calling this video a success, considering we didn't even know if it was going to work or not. And on that, I'm calling this video over. So have yourself a great day. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps more than you know. Leave me a comment. Do you like this? This is something you would do either in your air fryer or in your oven. What toppings would you stuff this with? Let me know. So until next time, I get to go eat. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you all next time. Bye.